2 News begins right now with a Storm Shield weather alert.
A state of emergency for all of Oklahoma's 77 counties. A winter storm forcing Tulsa Public Schools and other large school districts to cancel classes tomorrow. A live look from our 2 News Tower Cam right now shows the snow is falling and more is on the way.
Yeah, that's right. 2 News is working for you with team coverage. We have multiple crews covering road conditions, cancellations, and everything else you need to know. We first, though, go to the Weather Center with Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony. Brett?
Hey, what's going on, Max and Karen? Good afternoon, everyone. The snow came. We got about the first band that came through here. It's just about over. We had almost an inch of snow in that. We had sleet and snow heavy just to the south of Tulsa. We'll show you that on double Doppler in just a second. First, I want to start by showing you the situation right now outside. This is 71st Memorial in South Tulsa, and you can see traffic moving along, but the roads are snow covered, and in some instances, even snow and sleet packed, so they are slick out there today. Here's double Doppler 2, and we've got snow right now, Okmulgee County. It stretches eastward over toward Wagner County and then up here into Mays and Rogers County, right along Interstate 44. That's a mix of sleet and snow. South and east of that into Cherokee County and southward towards Shakota, back to Waleetka and Okmulgee and Okfuskee County, back toward Shawnee and Bristow into Oklahoma City. We have light precipitation there. So we have another couple of hours of some sleet and snow mixed, and then I think we're going to get a break around 7 o'clock this evening. The temperatures are dropping, though. It's down to 22 now in Tulsa, 24 at Muskogee, 23 at Bristow, 23 at Okemah. So anything that falls is going to freeze hard here as we go through the evening hours. Even if we get a little break here after 8 p.m., we're still going to have some snowy conditions and just cold conditions and some icy conditions out there. And then the next batch of snow will move in tonight around 11 o'clock, and we'll have more on that coming up in just a little bit. Meteorologist Taft Price is outside right now, and Taft's going to talk about the situation or the problems caused by some of this sleet falling and what that could lead to later on. Hey, Taft.
Normally when you drive on sleet, not that big of a deal, but you notice the traffic still moving along nicely. But what has happened as that sleet has fallen and the cars continue to drive over that sleet, they warm the sleet up, it actually melts, turns to a liquid, but with temperatures running in the low to mid 20s, it freezes right back over. So that's why you notice as these cars, even though they're moving along nicely, we are still seeing some areas where you've really got to slow down because the roads are definitely quite slick. And as we start to lose some of this traffic later on this evening and especially overnight, those roads are going to be in very treacherous shape. Back to you in the studio.
All right, meteorologist Taft Price live in Brookside tonight. We'll have more on the Storm Shield forecast, how much more snow we could see coming up.
Storm Shield weather, certified most accurate.
And good evening. It's been an eventful day across Green Country with our first winter storm of the season moving through. And it's pretty much going how we thought. We knew we'd have some sleet and snow around Tulsa. We knew we'd have some sleet and freezing rain to our south, and there would be an area of perhaps even some heavier freezing rain, which caused some problems early today. Then that freezing rain has shifted over to just all sleet in the Shakota area right now, down toward Eufaula and Stigler. So here's double Doppler 2, and you can see some very light snow. In fact, it looks like a little bit of a break right now in Tulsa County and over toward Rogers County. And then you go out to Mays County, there's just a little bit of light snow there. And we move eastward over toward Delaware County, and we've got a little bit of heavier band of snow just south of Grove. And then south toward Okmulgee County, we've got a little heavier band here. Let's zoom in on the Muskogee, Fort Smith, McAllister, and Waleetka area. Meteorologist Taft Price manning the radar for us here this evening. And those areas down there are seeing a little bit heavier sleet and snow that's mixing. But the freezing rain, according to our storm chasers down there, Denny Bryson says it's just switched over to moderate to heavy sleet right now in the Stigler, Eufaula, Shakota area. But it continues to fall, so you know the roads are not improving in this area down to the south and east of Tulsa. Westward toward Waleetka, Holdenville, Seminole, and up to the north and west, it looks like some more light snow trying to move back up the turnpike into Tulsa. I still think we're going to get a little bit of a break this evening. Live picture here. This is 71st and Memorial near Woodland Hills Mall. And also down in Muskogee here, we look at Bacone College campus, and you can see some sleet and snow on top of the roof there. McAllister, downtown McAllister, covered right now with some sleet and snow. And this is Bristow, and it looks like the snow letting up just a little bit, allowing the streets to become wet again. But now that we've lost the sun, let's watch these areas carefully. They could refreeze and become very icy in a short amount of time. It won't take long at all. Live picture now from Midtown. This is 41st Street. Make that left-hand turn to get onto Interstate 44. That's what you're looking at there. And again, you've got sleet and snow packed and covered roads around the area. 22 north wind at 10 miles an hour. Look at that wind chill, 11. So if you have to venture out, and hopefully you don't have to, but if you have to venture out, just make sure you bundle up because it is going to be cold. Overnight tonight, a second band of snow is going to move in. We have about an inch of sleet and snow right now, so we could still pick up another 3 to 4 inches of snow overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. So tonight, 20 degrees, snow returns, north winds. We got a 100% chance of snow after midnight. There might be a break a little bit this evening. Tomorrow morning, temperatures down to 17, a strong north wind at 20 miles an hour, the snow ending. Most areas will come away with about 2 to possibly as much as 7 inches of snowfall, with a combination of sleet and snow also mixing in. And then tomorrow afternoon, 21, cloudy, blowing snow in those areas that get the heavier snow. Look at this wind chill tomorrow afternoon. 10 to 15 above, so that is going to be cold. Around the region overnight tonight, 21 in Tahlequah, 21 Okmulgee, 17 at Bartlesville tonight, 19 at Grove. Tomorrow's highs just a few degrees warmer. The snow ends, the north winds take over, and our high temperatures are only in the lower 20s tomorrow, so it's going to be a cold day. Look at Saturday morning, 6 degrees above zero for the low Saturday morning. Then 18 Saturday afternoon, a 60% chance for more light snow Sunday. There might be an inch. Then Monday morning, the temperature starts out at 20. It falls to 15 Monday afternoon. And Karen and Max, I think Tuesday morning we could be very close to zero, especially if it snows any little bit on Sunday. Yeah.
It's a good thing so many cities canceled their Christmas parades this weekend, no doubt.
With a Storm Shield weather alert.
Well, tonight we are beginning with some bitterly cold temperatures outside, maybe even more snow.
Yeah, we have crews covering the roads, school cancellations, and how to stay safe in these frigid conditions. And, of course, we begin with Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony for the latest on this storm. Brett.
The cold and the snow, just part of the story. More snow tonight. By tomorrow morning, I think we could wake up with this ground covered in snow. So far today, we've had about an inch of sleet and snow across the area. Here is Double Doppler 2, and you look at it, and I'm focused in here on Tulsa County right now. It's Sand Springs to the west, Sapulpa, Glenpool, Bixby, Coweta, and Broken Arrow up toward Catoosa. We have just a little bit of light snow and sleet mixing there. Up toward Bartlesville, a break right now in Barnsdall. They're not seeing anything. But if we go down toward Muskogee and Cookson and Gore and Shakota and Waletka, we get into a heavy sleet band down there. But I'll widen things out just a little bit farther because I want to show you what's coming west of Oklahoma City. There's a break west of Oklahoma City. So between 8 and midnight tonight, we might catch ourselves a little bit of a break here. Live picture from 71st Memorial. Traffic seems to be moving along okay, but anything that melted this afternoon could freeze in just a short period of time because the temperature is oh so cold at 22 degrees. So as we head through the evening hours now, slick roads, 8 p.m., 25 degrees, a break through about 11 o'clock, but then snow returning after midnight tonight. It could be heavy at times overnight. I've got the latest in the Storm Shield forecast coming up.
All right, serious out there. Thank you, Brad.
Storm Shield weather, certified most accurate.
Good evening. All right, Brandon Richards standing out there in the snow, putting everybody in the Christmas spirit. I am for sure about this, unless you have to deal with sleet and freezing rain. We do have to be very concerned about some areas still tonight, now that the sun is setting. If there was a wet road out there with the temperature at 22 degrees as it drops into the teens tonight, sometimes when it gets cold enough, it can get so cold that even the chemicals that are put down, it can get so cold the roads can still freeze, so we have to watch it. Interstate 40 right now through McIntosh County. Look at that pink. We're likely in heavy sleet, maybe some freezing rain trying to mix back in there. So let's watch Interstate 40 still around Shakota over toward Eufaula. Back here in Tulsa, out to the west, Sapulpa, Sand Springs, out to the east toward Catoosa, some light snow falling at this time. Southward, as we go down toward Okmulgee County, there is also some very light snow back to the West Creek County. It starts to shut off just a little bit as we go westward toward Oklahoma City. I still think we'll get a break here this evening. I want to show you a live picture from McAllister. And we're looking into the downtown area. Things look pretty good there. Some sleet on the roadways. And in Bristow right now, it looks like the precipitation's let up enough. This was covered about 2 hours ago, but let's watch those streets again refreezing. Also, let's go outside now and talk to meteorologist Taft Price. He's in Brookside tonight. And Taft, the snow is coming down, but what about those roads out there?
Yeah, it really is, Brett. We're seeing some light to moderate snow falling out here right outside the station. We're keeping an eye here on Peoria in the Brookside area. And earlier today we saw the sleet falling, but with all the cars driving across, that road. It actually melted some of that sleet. It was refrozen because temperatures are so cold. So we're seeing really a glaze of ice on some of these streets. So be very careful out there, but not only on the streets, but also even on the sidewalks and driveways. You're going to see some slush in some locations. Other locations, you're going to see it actually is a sheet of ice. So not only on the roadways, but also on some of those side streets, the parking lots, and those areas. Be very careful if you're going to be out tonight and tomorrow morning because temperatures are so cold. Back to you, Brett.
That is certainly so, and I've got proof of just how icy it can be. We got a picture here that I want to show you. This is out of Canadian, Oklahoma, and earlier today, that's a little light glaze on top of a grill. So imagine that on a roadway and then snow falling on top of that, and also sleet here from Cynthia Anderson in Broken Arrow on top of the car. So we had a little bit of ice underneath what's starting to fall now, and it is cold, as Taft mentioned, 22 degrees, north winds at 13 miles an hour. It feels like it is 10 out there, so if you are headed out, please bundle up. Independence right now is at 23, Bartlesville's at 22, Muskogee, your current temperature 23, and McAllister, currently it is 25 degrees. All right, this batch will go through, and there might be a several-hour break, 3-4 hours, before the main storm here spinning over parts of New Mexico lifts out. And as that comes through tonight, more snow will reform, refire, and move through here. And that's why we still think there's anywhere from 2 to 7 inches possible here near Tulsa, down south toward Okmulgee, with mainly sleet and freezing rain. McAllister, you follow over toward Fort Smith, and Bartlesville getting lesser amounts. So 20 tonight. By tomorrow morning, it's down to 17, and the snow will come to an end, but it might not be till late morning tomorrow with those totals at 2 to 7 and a strong north wind at 20 miles an hour in the afternoon. It should just be cloudy and cold, 21. So overnight tonight, teens and low 20s. Snow returns the closer we get to midnight. It continues into the morning, and then we get a little break in the clouds and high temperatures tomorrow. It's cold. We're in the lower 20s all day long. Look how cold it is Saturday morning, down to 6, then 18 on Sunday, then 27 the high on Sunday, and a 60% chance for some snow on Sunday, maybe another inch, and it might be as cold as 2 on Tuesday morning. You can monitor weather conditions on our new 2 News mobile app, new and improved. It can be downloaded in the iTunes Apple Store or the Android market. Just search for KJRH.
All right, Brett, thanks.
And we were supposed to, of course, have the championship football games tonight. Those have been canceled, delayed, and now we're all over this storm.
And tomorrow night, right? Yeah, they've already been delayed. We have a little break here coming up this evening, but until about 8 p.m., there's still some light snow, slick roads, a break around 11 p.m., then snow returns after midnight. And for Bedlam, why not 16 at kickoff with sunshine? I think the snow holds off until late Saturday night. Most everybody will be out of town by then.
All right, Brett. Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. The list is coming up next.